Hello everyone. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. This is a brand new game that a friend of mine just introduced me to called Balatro. It's a roguelike deck builder based around poker. Currently you can only play the demo version, but it actually has a ton in it, and the full version should be coming out on February 20th, so about a week. Cannot recommend this game enough. It is just fantastic. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at what a very basic, not very well thought out run of this is going to look like. So every one of these is a different starter deck that you can play with, but only 3 of them are unlocked in the demo right now. So we're going to go with the most basic one. Each one has a different bonus that it gives you. They don't make a huge difference in the later parts of the game, but they can be very beneficial for the beginning. So we're just going to go with the most basic one. The blue deck, you get +1 hand every round. Well, you'll see what that means in a minute here. So, the game focuses around trying to get winning poker hands. Each one is laid out here. Each one provides a certain number of chips, shown in blue, and a multiplier for the chips that you are going to get, shown in red. You use these to try to hit the number of chips listed for each round here. It's very straightforward once you actually get into it. I'm just doing a bad job of explaining it. So you can jump into a single round of this, and you just progress along until you get to the final round of each ante, which functions basically like a boss fight. Sometimes it'll have a higher number of chips that you need than usual, like double the amount you would typically need. In this case, any clubs cards that you try to play just plain don't work. They don't give you anything. We'll get to that in a minute though. So here we're actually going to skip the first blind, the small blind, and take the bonus that it gives, just because at the very beginning of the game, these blinds are very easy to get through, even with an unaltered deck. And if you skip them, you get some kind of bonus. In this case, you get an extra $15 when you beat the boss blind, so in this case, the club. So we are going to actually skip the first 2 blinds entirely, so that we get a bonus $30 when we beat the boss here. So, a little unconventional, but we're going to be jumping right in at the boss fight instead. As I said before, for this particular boss, all clubs are debuffed, so we can just ignore the club cards entirely. They are useless to us in this one. So, like I said before, what you're trying to do is build winning poker hands with this. Each card has a certain amount of chips it'll give you, and then those chips are multiplied by whatever the red number here is that you would get for building that type of hand. So if we just have a high card, it's multiplied by 1. If we have a pair, multiplied by 2, all the way up to a straight flush, multiplying it by 8. All of these can be leveled up with other cards that we'll get later on, but for right now we're playing with just the basic deck, completely unaltered. So we don't really have much to fall back on here. So what I'm going to do is going to start out by we'll get rid of a bunch of this stuff. We're going to use one of our 3 discards to get a bunch of new cards here and see what we can do. So we'll start off with a flush. So we'll be getting 35 chips and a ×4 multiplier, and then the amount of chips on each individual card. And we will eventually be able to augment this with other power-ups that help build up that multiplier or get us more chips for each. Ooh, actually, this could work out well. So what I've found is that, and I'm sure people who actually play poker more than I do would be able to attest to some of this being accurate. Two pair and flushes seem to be the most common way of putting a hand together in this that come up. I'll admit a lot of it just comes down to the mechanics that are at play in the game, more so than how they would be in an actual game of poker. But you can still apply some of that knowledge you would have from playing poker to this. So when it comes to actually leveling up the type of hands that you can build, a lot of times I would say leveling up two pair and leveling up flush, and sometimes leveling up straight, would be the ones to aim for, just because they tend to come up more than anything else does. So we're going to beat this with a flush and get a massive payday out of it. So we'll be getting the $5 you would get as a reward, plus $2 for the two hands remaining, plus the two 15 tags. So just like that, we have $41 to work with here. So these are, first off, this is the shop. This section is currently unavailable in the demo, but once we get into the full game, it'll be another option to unlock. You can spend your money here to buy all sorts of upgrades for your deck, permanent upgrades, like this voucher, which would make, we haven't actually seen tarot cards yet, but would make them appear more frequently in the shop. There would also typically be jokers here, but we got a little unlucky on that in this one. Instead, what we got are planet cards, which level up the hands. So we're going to level up straight. So now it'll have a higher multiplier and a slightly higher chip total. And then we're going to buy a pack and get a planet out of this. Hopefully we can get... Yeah, we'll just level up straight again, because why not? Then we can also buy standard cards for the deck, which we'll see if they're as standard as they said they are not. So this is why you would buy standard cards, because the ones that come out of the pack typically have some kind of bonus to them that your regular deck will not have. This one's a wild card. It can count as any suit. This one, if you have it in your hand when the round ends, you get a bonus of 4 chips and... No, wait. Oh no, this one gives you 4 additional chips. Actually don't know how that one works. But basically, if you have it in your hand at the end of the round, you get an additional $3. I think the 4 chips is just because it's a 4. And this one just gives you extra chips when it's played as part of the hand. I kind of want to... They all have a use here, and they're all really good. I think we're going to take the Wild 7. I don't really see us using high cards much, so we're just going to go to the next round. And I think that's all the skipping we're going to do. I only really like doing that in the very first ante, because it's just generally easy to get through that with an unedited deck. Now that we're getting into the second ante, things will get a little tougher. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to go with 3 of a kind right off the bat. Yeah, no, we'll go with 3 of a kind right off the bat. I think we'll get rid of the ace too, just to get more cards in the next hand. that 2 pair. Like I said, it comes up a lot. Get rid of those. Just go with a pair. And just hope that we can get a 6 in here. Or a 10 and a jack. Nope. So this does involve a good bit of fishing for the cards that you want, unfortunately, if you're playing the way I am right now. And I would not suggest that as a strategy under most circumstances, because you wind up in situations like this. Just discard and hope for the best. Nope. Okay. Yep, we're just gonna waste a hand here to clear out some cards. Go with a flush for now. Okay, it all comes down to whatever this is. I think we may have just barely made it, but I could be wrong. Didn't actually do the math on this one yet. Yep, just barely made it. Okay, so don't play like that if you can help it. Sometimes you can get lucky, but your luck starts to run out a lot easier when you get to later levels. Oh, this little bonus we get here is because we had money saved up already. Every $5 gets you an extra $1. Okay, so thankfully there are some jokers this time around. And we are actually going to take both of these because that one's decent to have in any situation, and I absolutely love this one, even though it doesn't actually get used as often as I would like it to. It multiplies your multiplier by 3 if you use a diamond, club, heart, and spade all in the same hand, which, I mean, we can make that happen easy enough, hopefully, but we'll see. And then we're going to buy some more planets to level this up a bit more. Full house, flush. Which is kind of going to make this useless, but, you know, whatever. It's good to have options. And then straight 2 pair. Yeah, we'll level up 2 pair just in case. There we go. So some of these are slightly leveled up now. Straight is still going to be our best bet, but we at least have a few things we can fall back on now, if nothing else. So let's see what we've got here. 4, 6. Okay. Not the best, but worse. Let's see what we can get. We're just going to clear out these high cards in general. It's just a pair, but it gets rid of some of those other ones, clear some space, and we only need 1 more heart for a flush. So that worked. I'm going to hang on to that 7, even though we could use it for this. I'll just go with that flush. So eventually there are also jokers that give you a bonus to multiplier just for certain suits that you use. And that is what I would like to get going here, if at all possible. I guess we can do this as a flush right now, just to get us closer to that 1200. Or to completely clear it. Never mind. That gave me more than I thought it was going to. as you can see, I am not particularly good at math. Trigger plus multi. Last word per round played. We're going to take this one, actually. And maybe an Arcana. So these all have various effects. Some of which last the entire run, like these ones that turn into a glass card or turn into a steel card. Those could be really useful. Let's see. This would double my money right now. Creates a random joker, that could also be useful. Creates 2 random planet cards. This is actually a really good set of tarots. I'm gonna create a random joker card. See what we get. What is this one? After 3 rounds, sell this card to duplicate a random joker. Okay, I've never seen that one before. That's fun. Let's go to the next round and see what happens. Play only 1 hand type this entire round. This could be a nightmare. Let's see. All these, try for a 2 pair. So what this means is that every hand that we play this round is going to have to be a 2 pair now, which could be worse, but it could also get rough real fast. Let's see here, there's one. Oh boy. That's the end of discards. I'll get rid of that 4 just in case. I think that used every suit, so we should get the bonus again. Okay. That'll do it. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. So I probably should have stated at the beginning, there are technically 5 antes, but then there's also a boss after you beat the 5th one. And it tends to be incredibly difficult. I have yet to actually beat it. I've only gotten to it a handful of times. Ooh, this could be useful. Let's see what we get in the buffoon pack. Yes. So cards like this, where it gives you a multi for every single one of a certain type of card, are incredibly useful. I'm gonna take this one too. But yeah, these types and the ones that give you multis for using a specific suit are all super nice to have. We now have all 5 jokers that we can hold. You can sell them if you ever decide you don't want one. Oh, right, I forgot I was holding on to that. Alright, 2 more rounds and then we can sell it. So yeah, you can sell them if you need to make room for a new one, but it's entirely up to you. Let's see what we've got here. We're gonna get rid of all of these. This could be dangerous, but we're gonna get rid of these. And there's the 10. Guess it doesn't really matter which 9 we use in this case. So we're straight, and let's see what kind of bonuses we get from this. Unfortunately, didn't have a diamond to use, but it still added up nicely. So we can do this. Just get rid of that 3 as well in there. lets those get played twice, thanks to the hack. Fibonacci also goes off twice for each one. So it makes those low cards really worthwhile all of a sudden. And the 8, which isn't as low. And the ace, which is incredibly useful anyway. Let's see here. So one more round and we can sell that. 2 twos. Oh, I meant to turn something into a lucky card and totally forgot. And then the other type of card you can buy are these spectral packs, which just add a bonus of some kind to a card that you put them on. That could be nice. Both of these are very good. What we're going to do is destroy this 2. That's not what I... Okay, it destroys a random card, right. I probably should have actually read that before committing to it, but whatever, it worked out fine. Alright, let's go into the big blind. Okay, we'll work with this. Those, see if we can get another spade. Let's see what that'll give us. Now I can pretty much guarantee you there are much more beneficial hands I could be going for here that I'm just completely missing. But that sort of thing is for better players than me to figure out. Let's turn one of these into a lucky card. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to use a flush this time anyway. Come on. That'll be a lucky card permanently now, so that's all that matters there. This will be a nice little payout, even though it doesn't actually affect the money we get. It's just nice to see the number go higher. And that is one of the really nice things about this game. It is incredibly satisfying to watch some of these numbers build up. If that's all you're looking for in a game. Okay, so we're going to sell this now. And we get a second copy of the hack. That's interesting. That could be useful. Interesting. But no, I think we're just going to stick with the ones we have here. What do you do again? Yeah, you can stay. This gets used rarely, but it's very worthwhile when it does get used, and then these 3 work together beautifully. So half the fun of this game is finding synergies between the jokers that you get. We're just going to buy this. Now that we have all the jokers we need, getting taros would be useful. So those vouchers are a permanent upgrade. Don't have to do anything else with them once you get them. Oh, and this is one of my, or it has one of my least favorite mechanics in the game in it as a boss fight mechanic. First hand is drawn face down. You can still get some idea of where cards are in here, but not a good idea. Discard all these. So this one really isn't too bad. It's one of the later bosses can sometimes have every hand is drawn face down, which is a nightmare. Let's see. Let's play that hand and see if we get anything useful out of it. Alright, there's a pair. Not terrible. Completely blind hand, that's not bad at all. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hate getting rid of these pairs, but actually, what is my 2 pair up to? And that'll be fine. Discard that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what that gets us. So like I said, some of those synergies are just really fun to have on hand. Let's go for a flush. That'll do it. Any luck, that should be the end. Unless my math's even worse than I thought it was. There we go. Oh, straight into. Perfect. Here, use these still. Over here now. And then I think we're going to buy both of these packs. Full house could be useful. Flush is up to level 3 now. That'll be very helpful. Plus one consumable slot. I really don't need it. I think we're just going to leave that. And now we start getting into the higher blinds. So let's see what we can do with this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is every suit. Yep, should be good there. Triple it. Beautiful. And that's the sort of thing you want to see by this point in the game. Straight flush. I doubt that's gonna happen. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's see what else we can get. These would be useful. I'm gonna go with flush. What do you have? Flush. Yeah, making a little bit of a gamble on those, but that's kind of the name of the game at this point. Let's see what we can do here. Seems like it paid off, actually. That's nice. Fibonacci sequences. Yeah, okay, that's good. So, unfortunately, playing it this way does remove any use of the flower pot. But at the same time, you really don't need it when you have that many of them going off at once. This is working out well so far. Don't really want to jinx it anyway. I'll get this just to get out of the way. I got money to spare at the moment. Oh, although I actually should see. There's one of these. Okay, it's not this one. One of them does take $1 away for every card that you play during it. And you, I think, can lose the game just by going into so much debt that you lose. But we don't have to worry about that yet. These are all just regular cards. I'll take another race. Why not? Do something stupid. Let's do something less stupid. Mildly less stupid. Well, it was supposed to be mildly less stupid. That's the end of my discards now. Ooh, that was not great. Okay. I'm gonna go with a high card just to get rid of these. Really can't afford to have that happen again. So we're gonna do that instead. What's that one doing? Oh, first face card. Oh boy, yeah, this is going poorly. Go with a flush and hope for the best there. With any luck, we can get a flush with those diamonds too on this next hand. Because otherwise, we are in trouble here. Nope. Wait. No, that would still only be 4. Darn. Okay. Oh wait, was that the last hand? Yeah, we just lost. Never mind. I thought we had one more hand than that to go. Oh no, wait, we do. Okay, good, cool. Alright, moment of truth. There's no way that's gonna be enough, but it'll be better than nothing this time at least. Which is what that last hand was. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay, well, that is Balatro. Oh, which I probably should have mentioned. Balatro is, I think it's Italian, I want to say, for Fool or Joker, which goes right along with the role that Jokers play in this game. So yeah, this has been Balatro. I would highly suggest you guys checking it out, at least playing the demo if nothing else, but I mean, the full release is right around the corner, so maybe worth putting some money on. Yeah, thanks for watching.